بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. بسم الله. Slowly, with the permissions of Allah, it should be coming clear to you the mastar and how the mastar is used. And it should come clear to you slowly how an and the mastar gets changed. An and the fi'l mudari gets changed to the mastar. Now, there are other things other than an and the verb that gets changed to the mastar, and it's going to come if you look ahead. Yeah. But you want to be familiar with changing the verb to the mastar. Yeah. And there are things to come. This is just preparation for that. Yeah. I sent out a PowerPoint, brothers and sisters online. Did you all get the PowerPoint? Were you able to read through it? I want you all just to read. I'm going to give you the answers to sit and trying to figure out the answer, and it takes from your time. But I want you to read and comprehend. I want you to read and comprehend. But in the future, I want you, for every word that you know, for every verb you know from the Fa'ala scale, I want you to know the masdar. Everybody's way of studying is different. Does it entail writing it? Does it entail saying it? I don't know, but be familiar with it. Be familiar with it. Ask yourself every time you have a word, what's the masdar? What's the masdar? Okay, we're going to get started. Everybody's going to read two sentences because we're on page on page 21. Al-Wahid wa Ishrin. The instruction says, "Uktub al-Jumal al-Atiya." Write the following sentences. Bil-fi'l mudari' mansubin bi'an al-mastariyah. Write the sentence with fi'l mudari' that's mansubin because of an entering upon it. Meaning here, what I wrote in these sentences, I wrote the masdar. So you have to change this masdar to an and the fi'l mudari'. You have to write an and the fi'l mudari'. I wrote it for you. I did the homework. Because what I want you to do is to comprehend it and read it. That's the real challenge. I want you to comprehend it and read it. And when I give you enough examples, and a lot of examples, you're going to be able to do it on your own. I want to like spoon feed you it. I don't want you to struggle and try to figure it out. I want to lay it out and convey it and convey it and convey it till you just know it. That's it. I don't want you to struggle. I don't want you to struggle. I want to lay it out for you so that you just pick it up from repetition. You just pick it up from repetition. Okay? Tayyib, so we're going to read even the example. You're going to start with the example of the sabah. Where's the microphone so that I can hear you? We're going to go. Listen up, Ikhwan. No stuttering. That's the point of the dars. That's why I gave you the answers so that you don't have to waste your time or use your time doing that. No stuttering. So that's going to require that you stop and go. Stop and go. But you can't stop after every word. We have phrases, we have expression, we have a meaning. All right, let's get started.
يمكنك فتح حافظ إن شئت. يمكنك أن تفتحي هذه النوافذ إن شئت.
نعم. Again.
يمكنك فتح هذه النوافذ إن شئت.
So when it's fatha, it's an-nawafidhi because it's mudaf ilayh. Fatha is mudaf, hadhihi is mudaf ilayh. Right. Because I give the answers for everything. The example, another example. So that's mudaf ilayh. Fat is mudaf, hadhihi is mudaf ilayh. And the nawafidh is just badal. So hadhihi is in the place of a kasra. So nawafidh is going to get a kasra. But when you say taftahi hadhihi and nawafidha, that should be a fatha. I corrected it on the PowerPoint. But when it says yumkinuki an taftahi hadhihi an nawafidha, it should be with a fatha. But that's maf'ul bi. It's not mudaf ilayh. The hadhihi is the maf'ul bi, and again, and the nawafidh is just badal, and we'll study that later. And nobody understands that. So I say the second sentence again.
يمكنك أن تفتحي هذه النوافذ يمكنك أن تفتحي هذه النوافذ إن شئت.
Now, but don't say yumkinuki and it's an taftahi is an for Hamza. An taftahi, an taf'ali, an tarkabi, an is together. Yumkinuki an taftahi, it's together. Now, again.
يمكنك أن تفتحي هذه النوافذ إن شئت.
Good. عندك يا غالب.
يمكن للضيوف غسل أيديهم في هذا المغسل.
Okay, first of all, this is a mistake, and I don't know why we don't see it. It's ID him, not ID whom. It's ID him. Now. And yeah, Ikhwan, listen, if there's another 10, 20, 50 mistakes, I own up to it. It's my mistake. It's my mistake. I see it as a mistake now, but when I'm in the mix of it, knee deep, ankle deep, neck deep in the book, I can't see all this stuff. I can't see it. Now it's clear as day that, from book one, that's not ID whom, but it's just impossible. Not the book doesn't have mistakes. So when we reading other people's books, especially the books of the scholars, I'm like, he don't know this. No, he knows, but people make mistakes. So any book, any mistake here, I own up to it. I'm not going to make an excuse. Well, what I intended, I made a mistake. I didn't know. I wrote that. Who put that Dhamma there? You think the jinn put it up there? It didn't come with the Dhamma Nur. It didn't come. I put the Dhamma there. But you just can't think of everything at the same time. Just can't do it. So alhamdulillah, I'm very more reluctant now. Somebody wrote yesterday, when's the book going to be pre-printed? The more we read, the more mistakes we find. I'm like, the book is not going to be printed. No, inshallah. We'll just have to. But I'm very embarrassed because book one had, when the people bought the book, and it had, I can't even say dozens of mistakes. It had a lot of mistakes, dozens of mistakes. And that's not fair for people to buy a book and it's full of mistakes. So again, this is Ghalib. Say ghasla aydihim, not aydihum. And don't say duyuf. Say lit duyuf. Go ahead, ya Ghalib. Again, one more time. Okay.
You want to read the example?
No, the same thing. Number one.
Talking about just the answer or the changing it or just the
No, both sentences. Everybody's reading both sentences.
No, I'm talking about not. You want me to read the first one again and then read the rest of it? يمكن للضيوف غسل أيديهم في هذا المغسل.
بهذا المغسل.
في هذا المغسل. يمكن للضيوف أن يغسل أيديهم.
It's the youth is a group of them.
يغسلوا نعم يغسلوا. يمكن للضيوف أن يغسلوا أيديهم في
أيديهم
or
أيديهم
whom or him.
Hum. That was going to be home. It's a fatha. No.
يمكن للضيوف أن يغسلوا أيديهم في أيديهم. يمكن للضيوف أن يغسلوا أيديهم في هذا المغسل.
Okay, now this time no stuttering. Nice and smooth. Take your time. Both sentences.
يمكن للضيوف غسل أيديهم في هذا المغسل.
Now, I want you to make هذا المغسل equal. All of y'all pay attention to this. That alif lam on mixal has to be clear as the sun in the sky. في هذا المغسل. Don't say في هذا المغسل. Don't say هذا. Down. They'll put your tongue up there, jam it up there, just to emphasize it. في هذا المغسل. That's how you want your language to be. It's your language. Like you're going to take all the pride and make everything clear, everything, especially what? The alif lam. Because it's making it ma'arifa or nakira. So let's read the second part of the sentence with the verb now.
يمكن للضيوف أن يغسلوا أيديهم
Aydiyahum.
أيديهم or أيديهم.
Yeah, because the half of illa gets a fatha.
Nah,
We said this
nah,
over and
nah.
over. It gets a fatha, but doesn't get a dhamma and doesn't get a kasra.
يمكن للضيوف أن يغسلوا أيديهم في هذا المغسل.
Again, an yagsilu aydiyahum fi hadha al-migsal.
يمكن
Now just
للضيوف
start from there. An yagsilu.
أن يغسلوا أيديهم في هذا المغسل.
Nah.
مغسل.
عندك يا نور microphone.
هل تمكننا سماع شيء يسير من تلاوتك
من تلاوتك. Take advantage of the mud. من تلاوتك
يا عصام.
يا عصام. Again, the same sentence. هل يمكننا stop. سماع شيء يسير. Read up to that point right there.
هل يمكننا سماع شيء يسير.
Again, so when we say سماع, we don't want to stop. سماع شيء يسير.
نعم. هل يمكننا.
No, just stop from سماع.
سماع شيء يسير.
يسير. Again, after me. سماع شيء يسير.
سماع شيء يسير.
نعم. سماع شيء يسير.
سماع شيء يسير.
من تلاوتك يا عصام.
من تلاوتك يا عصام.
Again, من تلاوتك يا عصام.
من تلاوتك يا عصام.
No stuttering, take your time. من تلاوتك يا عصام.
من تلاوتك يا عصام.
Okay, now we want to come with the verb.
هل يمكننا أن تسمع
يمكننا.
نعم. هل يمكننا أن نسمع شيء هل يمكننا أن نسمع شيء يسير من تلاوتك يا عصام.
Okay, now we're going to just go back to an. It's with a scene. أن نسمع شيئا يسيرا. Read that by itself.
أن نسمع
نس. It's a نش. نعم.
أن نسمع شيء يسير.
Okay, I'm going to be hard on you. Don't say نسمع شيء. Say نسمع. We want a fatha. Why? Because that's our lesson. This is our nasbah. We want that fatha. أن نسمع شيئا يسيرا. Everything. Pop, pop, bap, 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 bap. Some of them are mud. Bap, bap, bap. Bap, bap, bap. Everything has to be clear. An nasma'a shay'an yasiran. Everything has to be clear, but nice and soft. Again. An nasma'a shay'an yasiran.
أن نسمع شيء.
لا نسمع.
طيب. أن نسمع شيء يسيرا. أن نسمع شيئا يسيرا من تلاوتك.
Let's get that right. Let's get that straight. Look at that mud. Make it long. Take advantage of the mud. Make it longer than it is. Again,
من تلاوتك يا عصام.
Again, now you go say ya Isam. Take that ya and look at Isam. Ya Isam. Min tilawatika ya Isam.
من تلاوتك يا عصام.
Good. Andak ya Isa. So yeah, ikhwa, we have to, as a must, we improve our reading. Our reading is better than our speaking. Now our reading is going to be like, what, 50% better than our speaking. So we got to get the kinks out. Press them out with the iron. Get them wrinkles out. Turn the iron on high. Don't turn it on for like silk. Turn it on for wool. For like polyester, like some cotton. Some hard, turn the iron up high. Press them wrinkles out. عندك عيسى.
يمكنكم الذهاب إلى المتحف بعد العصر.
Right, what does that mean? I'm not asking you what these questions, these sentences mean. I'm assuming you understand what they mean, right, Abdul Sabah? You understand these sentences? Can we hear something? You know, we did that yesterday. ما معنى الذهاب إلى المتحف? What's the متحف? Museum. What's a tuhfa? You know, tuhfa to siniya. What's tuhfa? A tuhfa is a gift. No. Tuhfa is a gift. No. A mataf is a place where these things are at. No.
يمكنكم أن أذهبوا إلى المتحف. يمكنكم أن أذهبوا
لا
إلى
يمكنكم أنتم يمكنكم أنتم
يمكنكم أن تذهبوا إلى المتحف.
Again, أن تذهبوا إلى المتحف. إلى المتحف. Don't stop on the alif now.
يمكنكم أن أذهبوا.
تذهبوا because أنتم
يمكنكم أن تذهبوا إلى المتحف بعد العصر.
Again, يمكنكم
أن تذهبوا إلى المتحف بعد العصر.
أن تذهبوا إلى المتحف بعد العصر.
أن تذهبوا إلى المتحف بعد العصر.
So I want your tongue when it goes from one side to the other side to be light, but when it hits the mark, be hard. Pop, 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 pop. It floats smoothly to the other side. Bam! It hits it hard. When you have to get the lamb, al-matḥaf. بعد العصر. It's hitting it, bam, bam. It's hitting whenever it has to hit hard, emphatically, but it's going to slide easily from point A to point B. Point A to point B. That's your tongue. It's going from one thing to the next. So when you see that boxer hitting that speed bag, his hands are kind of smooth, but he's actually hitting it. He's actually hitting it, but his hands are just moving smoothly. But he's hitting it. He's hitting it hard. And that's how your tongue. Your tongue is like on the speed bag. It's bam, bam. You have to hit the makwan. You can't say behind that makwan. Behind that makwan. Like your tongue is just going over, but it's not actually hitting the point. You have to hit the point. It's your language. It's not sign language. Could you imagine somebody was doing sign language and his hands were they're like, what? What is he saying? Like when you're doing sign language with your hands, you have to be like emphatic with your movement so they can understand. They put their fingers around, they put two fingers up, they circle it around, they put their elbows up, they do all that as to be emphatic. Imagine when you speak in another language. You have to be emphatic. You have to go out of your way. Brothers and sisters online, are you with us? You have to exaggerate until it becomes natural. That's what we want. So I want you to be the one that the teacher tells you, calm down, calm down. Don't be the one that tells you that do it better, move up, do it louder. No, be the one that teaches like, all right, a notch down, not a notch up. And
يا حفصة أيمكنني القراءة في بعض كتبك؟
Good.
يا حفصة أيمكنني أن أقرأ في بعض كتبك؟
نعم. أيمكنني القراءة أيمكنني أن أقرأ. نعم. How we doing online, brothers and sisters online? How we doing? Listen, there is no way in my class that we can skip over this. It takes time. We're here already 18 minutes now. But this is the learning process. I have to do this with you. If not, we could be going. We could be up to page 50 now. But we want to learn Arabic, not just understand it. We want to have to speak it. So we have to go through this. We have to go through this. Tahir, where we at? All right, let's go. How many got? Yeah. Let's come back. Let's come back. Do another one.
يمكنهما السفر بالقطار من جدة إلى المدينة.
What does that mean? يمكنهما السفر بالقطار. يمكنهما. What does that mean? يمكنهما. It's possible for them to travel by train from Jeddah to. It's possible they can. No. Type change it.
يمكنهما أن يسافرا بالقطار من جدة إلى المدينة.
Right? That's Arabic. When you say يمكنهما السفر, يمكنهما أن يسافرا, and you drop that noon, that's Arabic. That shows you understand. That's what we're learning here. So you want to do that, and you want to get out the cricks and the so you want to get out the stuttering. How we doing online? Let's stop. How are we doing online? How y'all doing? I don't have to call out any names. All right. It's just sufficient. I say brothers and sisters online. How's the other people doing? How we doing, brothers? Where y'all at? That's good. Good. May Allah make it easy. May Allah make it easy. عندك يا عيسى.
لا يمكننا الرجوع إلى المطار من هذا الطريق.
What does that mean? لا يمكننا الرجوع. We cannot return. We cannot return to the airport in this path. لا يمكننا الرجوع. Say it again, Isa, the first sentence.
لا يمكننا الرجوع.
No starting. لا يمكننا الرجوع.
لا يمكننا الرجوع إلى المطار من هذا الطريق.
Okay, switch it now.
لا يمكننا أن نرجع إلى المطار من هذا الطريق.
لا يمكننا أن نرجع. لا يمكننا الرجوع. لا يمكننا أن نرجع. عندك يا نور. Is everything understood? Even though it might be starting are the sentences understood online? لا يمكننا الرجوع. We cannot return. لا يمكننا أن نرجع. أن نرجع. نعم. Tired. If somebody didn't understand, let me know. Let me know. عندك يا نور.
يمكنهن.
No. يمكنهن.
يمكنهن.
Let's say يمكن. يمكنهن. يمكنهن. Don't stop. يمكنهن.
يمكنهن دراسة اللغة العربية الأترة
في
الأطلة
now look, if that's difficult, we know from Jump Street we're going to separate it. It's just too difficult on the tongue. في العطلة الصيفية, and we're going to get out of it, but no stuttering. That's the main thing. By hook or crook, don't stutter. By any means necessary, don't stutter. So if you have to break it up, break it up. في العطلة الصيفية.
في الأطلة الصيفية.
Again, يمكنهن دراسة اللغة العربية.
دراسة اللغة العربية.
Okay, we want a nice mud. دراسة اللغة العربية.
دراسة اللغة العربية.
في العطلة الصيفية. الصيفية. Okay, what does that mean?
Perhaps you will study the Arabic language.
Okay, يمكنهن. What does that mean? يمكنهن.
Talking to women.
About women, not to them.
Or about women.
Right. So what does the sentence mean?
Perhaps they will study.
Not perhaps, they can.
Oh, they can study.
They can study Arabic language
during summer vacation.
On the summer vacation. Utla as-sayfiyya. Okay, change it to the verb.
يمكنهن أن درسنا.
No, we have to, it's mudari'.
And
has to be the ya.
أن يدرسنا.
أن يدرسنا.
أن يدرسنا.
But take your time. يدرسنا.
يدرسنا.
نعم. اللغة العربية.
اللغة العربية في الأطلة الصيفية. It's kind of muddled.
الصيفية.
الصيفية.
نعم. في العطلة
في
الصيفية.
العطلة الصيفية.
في العطلة الصيفية.
في العطلة الصيفية.
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 Right. رحلة الشتاء والصيف. صيف is the summer. عندك يا معاذ. Number 8.
يا أخوات يمكنكن الانتظار في هذه الغرفة.
Again. يا أخوات.
يا أخوات يمكنكن الانتظار الانتظار
ليس ثاء ضاء
ضار
لا انتظار.
الانتظار
ليس
ضار
ثاء ضاء.
الانتظار
مسمى
الانتظار في هذه الغرفة.
طيب what does that mean? يمكنكن.
Can you
يمكنكن.
الانتظار.
You can wait. Oh, women, he's calling them. Yeah, Akawat. Oh, sisters, y'all can wait in this room. Y'all can wait in this room. يمكنكن الانتظار. You can wait in this room. So this is a masla, but it's not from the Fa'ala scale, and I just threw it in there. Just so you can know, this is not the Fa'ala scale. I just threw it in there on y'all. Nah, it's not the Fa'ala scale. Nah. So how are we going to change that?
Read it.
Yeah.
يا أخوات يمكنكن أن تنتظرن في هذه
Again,
الغرفة.
أن
تنتظرن
تنتظرن.
تنتظرن في هذه الغرفة.
How we doing online? انتظار is the master. انتظر. No, it's not from the Fa'ala scale, but I put it in there so you can be aware. It's going to be the same. Taib ya Ghalib. Take the microphone. And number 9, the last one.
يمكنك لقاء طبيب قبل العملية الجراحية.
Okay, let's get that last 2 words nice and smoothly. Just the last 2.
قبل العملية
So look, listen to this. Listen to this. Golden rule. If it's difficult, you're not going to read that ta at the end of that word. You are not going to pronounce that ta at the end of amaliyah because you're going to stop. You know that there's a pothole ahead. You know you're going to go around it. Al-amaliyah. You're going to look at brand new. Al-jarahiyah. You're not going to try to just combine it like that and rough it out. You're going to break your axle. You're going to get a flat tire. Nah. Again, I want you to do that on your own. Stop and go on your own. Nah. Don't try to combine it as heavy. No.
قبل العمل سبحان الله.
But you can stop after قبل العملية.
قبل العملية الجراحية.
Okay, but I want you to stop, make it nice and clear. I want to hear these out of lambs.
قبل العملية الجراحية.
قبل العملية الجراحية.
قبل العملية الجراحية.
Okay, what is العملية الجراحية? Surgery. Al-amaliyah is a surgery. Jarahiyah, al-jarh means to cut. It means the actual surgery that they're going to cut open. Jarh means to cut open. A jarh or jurh is, what's the difference between jurh and ta'dil? Jarh or jurh. Jurh or jarh. Right. Jurh is like when there's a wound. Jarh is like you wound somebody with your statements. You call them a liar, or you call them like you wounded him, like you cut him. Nah. Again, we want to read this nice and smooth. يمكنك لقاء الطبيب. You can meet the doctor. يمكنك لقاء الطبيب before the operation. You can meet him. قبل العملية الجراحية. I just put this word in there because you're going to need it. That's the only why I put it in there. Al-Amaliya. Al-Amaliya means surgery. And this is just a description of that surgery that it's they're going to actually be cutting. Right. One more time. So read the next one with the verb.
يمكنك أن تلقى الطبيب قبل العملية الجراحية.
No, قبل العملية الجراحية. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Okay, listen, let's stop here before we go on. Are we still stuttering? We got to get out the kinks. Look where we at. Everybody look at that. Take inventory. Look where you're at. You have to become stronger. This exercise, this homework took us 30 minutes on homework. We want to do 10 minutes on homework. It comes, listen to this. This is how we want the homework. Okay, number one, it's your turn. Read. يمكنك فتح هذه النوافذ إن شئت. يمكنك أن تفتحي هذه النوافذ إن شئت. Next, read. Number two, he's going to say, يمكن للضيوف غسل أيديهم في هذا المغسل. I say, good. Read the next one. يمكن للضيوف أن يغسلوا أيديهم في هذا المغسل. Yeah, go on. Who's next? He's going to say, هل يمكننا سماع شيء يسير من تلاوتك يا إسام? I say, good. Read the next one. He's going to say, هل يمكننا أن نسمع شيئا يسير من تلاوتك يا إسام? I'm going, yes. The next brother, read. He's going to say, يمكنكم الذهاب إلى المتحف بعد العصر. I'm saying, yes. Now bring the verb. He's going to say, يمكنكم أن تذهبوا إلى المتحف بعد العصر. Who's after that? Read your brother. It's your turn. He's going to say, يا حفصة أيمكنني القراءة في بعض كتبك? I'm going to say, yes. That's طيب. Move on to the next one. He's going to say, يا حفصة أيمكنني أن أقرأ في بعض الكتب? And we're going to go to the next one. It's just going to take 7 minutes, 10 minutes. We have 30 minutes, 30 minutes. You have to do your job. If I have to come to class and I have to do my job and I'm going to write the homework and I'm going to put it on PowerPoint, you have to do your job. We have 30 minutes and all you have to do is just repeat. Come clean. Al-Barakas from Allah. This homework doesn't take that time. It's 9 sentences. Show it. I mean, is a sentence going to take a minute? Like a minute is going to be like 5 sentences in a minute. Like you could read a page of Quran in a minute. Half a page in a minute of Quran. I couldn't have a page. So when you go home, listen, we don't want, this class is not, this is like a third of the work. When you go home, that's 2/3 of the work. This is just GPS. This is just GPS. You got to get on the car. You got to turn it up. You got to put your seatbelt on. You got to hit the road. You might have to go get gas. You might have to stop. You got to do the work. This is just nothing here. This is nothing. This class is nothing compared with what you need to learn. It's nothing. I'm telling you, it's nothing. I've seen people come through all the biggest of classes. They come out with none. Because they put it on the class. No, this is just to show you the way. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with us? You have to perfect it. That has to be your intention. It has to be your gusto. You have to shoot for the stars. Other than that, what are we doing? What are we doing? Now, hold on. We got a comment here. That would be good. Yes, mashallah. Right. The people online, yeah, can read your sentences. How they did it last time? It was on they could send it. Where did they send it? Did they send it to a YouTube? Oh, we had a WhatsApp for them. Okay, we're gonna figure that out. All right, the brothers and sisters online, you can record your sentence and send it to me. Right, I have to figure it out. I gotta remember the number. And I'm going to figure it out. Now, your brothers and sisters online, y'all have to do it too. You have to work hard. Listen, Arabic, don't think Arabic just comes because you love it or because you attended the class. Listen, do you know how many people went and studied overseas and came back without the language? It's innumerable. it's a number that you can't add up. Forget overseas. You know how many people have been studying Arabic for 7 years and don't know it yet. 10 years, they don't know it yet. They've been studying every book. They went to every class. They did everything. They did everything. You don't have it yet. And some people just go, listen, I was at the Masjid. I see somebody come there 3 years. They memorize Bukhari and Muslim. I'm looking at them like, get Bukhari and Muslim. I've been here 10 years. Tawfiq is from Makkah. They know what to do. They have somebody to hold their hands. And he just come in, he goes straight to work. But we in doubt. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know. Somebody said, you could do it. Go ahead, do it. He doesn't even know. Somebody's pushing him. Yeah, you could do it. Don't sky. Don't look back. And he starts getting the momentum. He gets it. Sahih. 3 years. And I'm there 10 years. I don't have not even a quarter of that. All right. So we want to benefit. We have to benefit. Now, what do you think these people before I did? Listen. This little book that I had, that I've done, his little Arabic book, do you think that I have like the type of ambition to write tafsir of the whole Quran? I'm telling you right now, I don't have the time. I don't have the guts. I might stop. What do you think about doing like a sharh of Imam Bukhari? You know what kind of niyyahs these people have? We're nothing. We're like toys. We're like babies to them. They have real ambitions. We don't even have the ambition to perfect this little thing. But their niyyah is like a mountain to our rock. Who would sit down and write an explanation of Sahih Muslim? Who would? Somebody that his heart is bigger than a building. His knee is triumphant, strong. Nah, my husband can't even sit down and just do these little things like that. Like, nah. So if our actions are not can't match up, imagine their intention, imagine their love for Islam, imagine their dedication, imagine. It's unfathomable. You can't even compare it. You can't even compare it. Then you have somebody say, yeah, you know, I met the Sheikh. You met the Sheikh. Is that the most thing that you can say is that you met the Sheikh? You understand what I'm saying? We are so sad because what have as it's a tragedy that happens to our niyyah, our ambition. If somebody told me right now to translate the Quran, I couldn't do it. It's too much for me. I'm not strong enough internally. I don't have that much willpower. But somebody do these kind of books that they did have willpower that's beyond. Some of them have died and they didn't finish their works. You know, Imam Nawawi died. He has all these books. He died when he's 45 years old. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do the do, ya ikhwa. We have to do the do. With that in mind, let's continue. We're going on to something new. So you have to do the do. You have to do your homework. You have to do your homework. No stuttering in class. No stuttering. That's the tuition. This class is not for free. I'm talking from book one. The class is not for free. It's going to cost you hard work. It's not free. Nothing is free under the sun. No. Nothing is free under the sun. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. قال المؤلف حفظه الله تعالى نحن في الصفحة 22. We're on page number 22. انظر إلى المصدر من الأفعال التي درستها في الجزء الأول. Look at the masdar from these verbs that you studied from book 1. All these words, you know them. They're from book 1. They're masdars from verbs that you know from book 1. It says al-masdar ala siga ala wazn fa'al bil harakat al-thalatha ala fa'il kalima. With the 3 harakats on the fa'il kalima, it means fa'lun or fi'lun or fu'lun. That's what it means. I'm going to say it again. All of these verbs, we know them from book 1. It's the masdar on siga fa'al. That's the siga that is on. Fa, the hamza, the ain kalima has a sukoon and then a lam. But it says bil harakat al-thalatha, meaning with the fatha and the kasra and the dhamma on the fa'il kalima. Meaning some of them is fa'lun, some of them is fi'lun, some of them is fu'lun. Is everything understood? Brothers and sisters online, we understand that. Very good. We're just going to look at these. You're starting to get familiar with the masdar, but we did hadara yahduru hudur. We did fu'ul. Dakhala yadkhulu dukhul. Kharaja yakhruju khuruj. We did on fu'ul. Now we're on another scale. Okay. قال فتح يفتح فتح. Y'all are with me? طيب. غسل يغسل غسل. أخذ يأخذ أخذ. مشى يمشي مسي. حفظ يحفظ حفظ. فعل يفعل فعل. That's the master. You with us, Noor? Okay. Now for homework, you're going to put these in here. We have lupsun. This one is on both. It's loops, wal lips. It's both. Loops, wal lips. What's the verb going to be there, Abdul Sabor? Read both of them. Read all three.
Labisa yalbasu lupsun.
Now, labisa yalbasu lupsun. Oh, lipsun. Time ya Ghalib. What's number two? On the left hand side is number two. No, what's the Muslim mudari? Yada'u. The Hamza, the wow gets dropped. The wow gets dropped. Okay, next let's move. Wada'a, yada'u, wad'un. Read it again.
Yada'u. No. Yada'u, wad'un.
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 So this look. This is like I help you in your fasaha, not your fasaha, and being smooth and being fluent. Naam. Wada'a yada'u wad'un. Fataha yaftahu fathun. Fa'ala yaf'alu fa'li. Read it smoothly. عندك يا معاذ.
رفع
يرفع.
يرفع رفع
رفع. رفع يرفع رفع. عندك نور. نعم. شكر يشكر شكرا. عندك يا عيسى. أكل يأكل أكل. Make it clear. عندك يا داود. شرب يشرب شربا. شرب. Okay, we still have a little time. Look what we have here. اكتب كل جملة بالمصدر كما في المثال. We're still switching it back. We're switching it back to the masdar. We're going to be on the masdar until a while. Okay? We're going to finish this today. I want you all to read after me. Hold on. Do we understand the instructions? اكتب كل جملة. Write every sentence بالمصدر, with the masdar. The sentence is written with an and the fi'l. Okay? But you're going to read it with the masdar. How are we doing online? You understand the instructions? Okay, you're going to repeat after me. يجب على المسلم أن يشكر الله على نعمه. Ni'am is the plural for ni'mah. على نعمه, for his favors. يجب, look at the second line. يجب على المسلم شكر الله على نعمه. Everything's clear. Everything's clear. How we doing online? Everything's all right. This is our class. You have to do this with every verb that you have. You have to notice. Let's read. Y'all are after me. يا بني لا يصلح أن تأخذ بشمالك. يا بني لا يصلح الأخذ بشمالك. It's not correct to take things with your left hand. It's not correct. It's not haram. It's not haram. But the Prophet said, take with your right hand. It's mustahab. Take with your right hand, give with your, but it's not haram. So somebody gives, if somebody's taking something with their left hand, like imagine it's your mother, you're gonna say, no, I'm not giving it to you. Come on. Nah. But if it's like somebody small, you're gonna say, put your right hand out, you're gonna just like insist that your other hand, the other hand, man. because it's better to take what you right. But it's not haram. So don't be shadid about it. I'm out eating and drinking. That's with your right hand. That's wajib to eat with your right hand. Except if it's a reason that you can. There's some foods that you have to eat with both hands, and that's permissible. And you have some sandwiches or some sloppy joes or whatever it might be that you need both hands to grab it. That's permissible. On the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get that later. Okay. Let's move on. How we doing online? Everything's okay? I'm gonna correct it. Inna Allah yassara li an ahfadha al-Quran. Allah made it easy for me to memorize the Quran. Inna Allah yassara li hifdh al-Quran. Everything is clear. Everything is clear, ya ikhwah. Brothers and sisters online, how we doing? Everything is all right. These are musters from fa'lun or fi'lun or fa'lun. Okay? كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يحب أن يلبس القميص. The most beloved clothes to the Prophet was what? The qamis. What's the most thing the Prophet wore most of the time? The izar. The izar and the rida. That's what he wore most of the time. The most beloved. And it's such a beautiful thing for a man. No matter if he's slim, no matter even if he's big, if he has on that qamis, it covers him. I'm sorry. There is nothing more beautiful than the qamis. It's sad that it covers. It covers. Nah. See that brother come with that qamis? MashaAllah. It's a beautiful gown. Beautiful garment. Let's continue. كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يحب لبس القميص or لبس القميص. What I know most is lips, but hands were put first the dhamma, loops, and the book is very strong. I studied a book called Lamiyat al-Af'al with the Sharh of Bahrak, the Sharh by Bahrak, and he talked about some words that have different ways and different ways. Like you could say yatabakh or you could say yatabukh. So everything, he has 2 or 3 ways to say it. Hands where mentions everything that he mentioned in it. And that book is thorough. There's a Jew that wrote it, but that book, Hands Where, is thorough. I'll take a second guess before I disagree with it. He's thorough. Now, that's a thorough dictionary. It is the best dictionary. And he has it in English and Arabic. It also comes in German. He also knows German. Just about the book, not about the person. Tayyib. Shababuna yuridun an yatlubu al-ilm fi Misr. Shababuna yuridun talab al-ilmi fi Misr. Okay, how we doing? Everything's clear. How we doing online? Everything's clear. Okay. This is a simple exercise. I'm going to keep it easy. But now you have to get out the stuttering, and you're going to be able to soon change from the fi'l to the masdar, from the fi'l to the masdar. How many sentences have you read so far in this class? That's the only way you can learn that. You can't come to Arabic and just listen to the teacher going, yeah, that's deep, and this is important, and in this dictionary, and this sheikh said, and you got to read. You have to read in class. Tayyib. Man ahabba an yalqa Allah. Man ahabba an yalqa Allah. Ahabba Allahu an yalqahu. Ahabba Allahu an yalqahu. Brothers and sisters online, what does this mean? What does this mean online? What does this mean?
Whoever loves me.
Online. What does this mean online? Man ahabba an yalqa Allah, ahabba Allahu an yalqahu. What does this mean online? Whoever loves to meet Allah, Allah loves to meet him. That's what it means. Okay, that's right. Now, and that's when the hadith of the Prophet comes on Aisha, comes on Abu Huraira, comes on Abu Musa. Tayyib, let's change it. Man ahabba liqa Allah, ahabba Allahu liqa'ahu. Okay, let me just say something real quick. This is not from fa'lan wa fi'lan wa fu'lan. Just be able to put a little thing on the side there. Nah, this is a different message, different scale. That's not, it was this chapter is supposed to be from fa'lan or fi'lan or fu'lan. But this is liqa, this is fi'al. This is fi'al, it's another scale. So just be keen to that. Nah, that wasn't on purpose. That's a mistake from the teacher between us. Don't tell anybody. Okay. I got sidetracked. No. So yeah, how we doing online? We're gonna go further. We're gonna finish this exercise. Ya banati, la yanbaghi laki an tamshiya fi as-suq wahdak. Okay, this is when you're talking to your girl, it's really antamshina. It's tamshina, but you took off the noon, now it's tamshiya. But that fatha is a mistake. There's no fatha there. It's tamshina, tamshi. You just drop the noon, it's tamshi. That fatha is a mistake. That fatha is a mistake. Because it's tamshina, there is no fatha. All we did was take off the noon, so we're left with tamshi. Are you all with us online? That fatha is a mistake. I don't know who put that there, other than me. You see, like how many mistakes, you know, it's just like when you write, you're going to make mistakes. So open your heart for constructive criticism. It's good. That's what you want. You know? Well, all we're doing is coming across mistakes. Okay, let's move on. Ya banati, la yanbaghi lak al-mashyu fi as-suqi wahdak. المشي في السوق وحدك. Now, the souk is a place of ikhtilat. A woman shouldn't be there. But now, when a woman has her grandfather with her, ikhtilat is over. When somebody is together with their guardian, that's not ikhtilat. That's not ikhtilat. When you're with your guardian, nah. But you're just sitting there and there's no mahram. The mahram there to protect you. If a woman didn't have anybody with her, people look at her a different way. If she had a grandfather with his cane, an old man, they're like, whoop, that's an old man. Or even her son was when he's like 10 years old. They know that the woman needs that presence. That male presence makes a difference in the eyes of men. Righteous or unrighteous. Let's continue. Let's continue. يا أخي لا يلزم أن ترفع يديك كلما تدعو الله. What does that mean? لا يلزم أن ترفع يديك. ما معنى لا يلزم? It's not necessary. It's not wajib. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Lazim is wajib. It's not necessary. Okay, finish the sentence. لا يلزم أن ترفع يديك كلما تدعو الله.
Every time you raise your hand to make dua.
No, again, كلما ماذا?
When you raise your hands to make dua every time.
Again, translated, it's not necessary to raise your hands every time you make dua. Right, every time you make dua. It's not necessary that you raise your hands every time you make dua. So like, after you make the after adhan, the mu'adhin makes adhan, you say Allahumma rabba hadhihi ad-da'wa at-tama wa salati al-qam ati Muhammad al-wasila. You don't raise your hands when you say it. It's a dua. You say it. And when you enter the house, you say a dua. When you enter the masjid, when you leave the masjid, you say Allahumma inni as'aluka min fadlik. You don't raise your hands to make every little dua like that now. But raising your hands is a reason for your dua to get answered. That's a reason for your dua to get answered. So good. Sunnah. Right? Okay, let's do this again. Ya akhi la yalzam raf'u yadayk kullama tad'u Allah. I'm going to do this on PowerPoint and send it to you all. So you're going to read it well. Ya akhi la yajuz an ta'kula bishimal. أن تأكل بالشمال فإن الشيطان يأكل بالشمال لا يجوز الأكل بالشمال لا يجوز الأكل بالشمال. We have finished lesson number 1. We have finished it. Tomorrow it says lesson number 2. This lesson here, we're going to go into tomorrow. We just look at it tomorrow. We already went over the time limit. But we have finished lesson number 1. Tomorrow is Wednesday, is our last day of the week. And we don't have class on Saturday. I'm not going to be here Saturday. We're going to come back on Sunday. But we have class tomorrow. We have class tomorrow. Okay? We're going into a new chapter. I'm going to try to put this on PowerPoint and send it out as quick as possible. Try to first understand changing the verb to the masdar and the masdar to the verb, and try to read without stuttering. You have to give it 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes, and 3 times a day. Like you want to read each sentence 3 times. And you want to do that twice a day or 3 times a day. Each one sentence by itself 3 times. 2 times looking, 1 time not looking. This is our lesson for the day. Barakallahu feekum. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.
Marking the mistakes as we go.
Yeah. Oh man, that's